All right, welcome everybody to the Bloodsport 4 pitch meeting. So we've just come out of last season, and we need to figure out what we're going to do for next year. So we need to fully rebuild the entire robot because that always goes amazingly, and we got to generate some concepts for that. So let's hear what everybody has come up with.
Shall I go
Ian, why don't
first?
you go first? Yeah.
All right. So I think we ran into two general issues last year. First of all, I think we need to be able to passively self-right. Um, After the Copperhead fight, I don't like being flipped over. The second issue, I don't think our weapon had enough power. I think I've come up with a solution that solves both problems. Here, let me share my screen.
Sure.
I can't wait.
So you can buy like about a 500 horsepower engine pretty easily and not exceptionally expensively.
You
We
probably
could
get that
just,
sponsored.
yeah, we could probably get an engine sponsor and we could just make a bigger head and self right the way Kraken does.
I think I see
Just
one
roll
big flaw
over.
with this plan, Ian. It's
Okay.
only a V8. Why aren't we using
Yeah.
a V12?
I found that the V12 was too big. We weren't able to self right anymore.
Oh man.
Now what? Okay, we're gonna deal with a weight issue here because I mean, as we know, Bloodsport, our new version is just a cheap Ice Wave knockoff. So where are we gonna get the weight for this?
It's simple. We just remove the self-rider pole and maybe one of the wheels. We'll be fine. Trust me.
You know, it's like they always say, you should always be yourself unless you can be Icewave, in which case you should be Icewave.
Yeah.
All right, all right. So we got one concept down. Ellie, why don't you take us to your concept?
All right. Let me share my screen. So my concept is, since everyone loves Taylor Swift and Taylor Swift is currently doing her Eras tour, that we create Swift Sport. So, and it goes on the Eras season. So we'll go through every single era of Bloodsport, every single version, and we just have them all compete at the same time.
Love it.
So is Swift Sport then is going to be faster because it's all the power of all the blood sports combined?
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah,
Which next?
this could be our end game.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Or a
let's do
lavender
it.
haze. You know, who knows?
All
I
right.
love it. I love it.
Yeah, thanks, Ellie.
Can I go next?
Yeah, go ahead.
Go
Okay,
for
I'm gonna
it.
go ahead and share my screen. I worked up a little CAD in Photoshop, so gonna go ahead and share that.
Best CAD program.
Yeah. So, can you guys see this?
Yep.
Great. So here's Bloodsport as we know it. Now, I'm thinking of we need to build our fan base, and while Ellie had a great way to do that with Swift Sport, here's my idea of how to grow our fan base. So, first of all, my gut tells me that blood is kind of on its way out. So, first of all, we get rid of the blood, right? No more blood. Sorry, Nick. I know that you really love painting everything with red blood splatters. It's a very hard technique. And then I don't know if you guys realize this, but we just had a 2-week hiatus of Bloodsport of BattleBots, so that people could watch basketball. So I think maybe sports like sports ball. I think that's something that people are really into. So I'm thinking we replace the blade with a baseball bat. Okay, but I'm not done yet. One of the problems we had this season is that the lizard head is really vulnerable. So why not throw a football helmet on? And while we're at it, self rider is kind of pointless. So let's just change that to a hockey stick. And at this point, we're not blood sport anymore. We're sport. And last thing. We all know that the floor causes a lot of problems in BattleBots, and the arena kind of sucks for horizontals. It's out to get us. So we put it on a football field. And because soccer is kind of pointless, when I say football, I mean red, white, and blue American football. Sport. There you have it.
That should give us plenty of room to spin up. Only one concern I have: how are the tires going to do on AstroTurf?
We're gonna make them like basically invincible. So that kind of answers that question, I guess.
I have one concern. There were a lot of hard hits last year.
Mm-hmm.
Are you sure that just the football helmet is enough to protect sport from concussions?
Yeah, I mean we've got the concussion protocol. That's rule 7.2 in the rule book, and I do think personally that the wood bat is the way to go with the 250 mph tip speed limit.
Okay.
Wood does have a much higher impact toughness than AR 500.
Yeah,
so I
it's
can
oak,
confirm
by
that.
the way, in case you guys are wondering. It's an oak bat.
Oh yeah, hardwood should be
Ash, we
fine.
might have-
Hardwood's definitely harder than steel.
Yeah, like at first I was thinking ash, but ash splits easily, so we're going with oak.
And we don't want to be vulnerable to emerald ash borers either. That's a big concern during fights.
There's that too.
Um,
So that's my idea. I mean, I don't know what you guys think. Sports ball is a big thing. So, well, does anyone else have any ideas?
yeah, I actually had an idea. So, big issue we had last year, like Ian was saying, copperhead fight, flipped over and couldn't self-right. In the rotator fight, actually having the weapon system above the weapon was a big success. So I figured, why not take and move that above the weapon as well? So, the robot can kind of balance like a top on here, and then when we inevitably flip over, we have a drive on top of the robot, and we can drive around inverted.
So I don't see any tires there. Does that mean we get a weight bonus?
Yes, yeah, we get a weight bonus from having a non-wheel drive. So the chassis will just slide across the floor like a snake. It's all about pulling in the energy from the opponent, right? So we have Copperhead as our opponent. We get snake energy. We get to just translate across the floor. No wheels necessary. No, motors or anything stupid like that. Just straight up translation.
So if we're fighting Ribot, does our robot just bounce around like a frog the whole time?
Yep, yeah. So we can hop against Ribot. So yeah.
Do we get stuck in the kill saws?
So actually, the whole chassis is wide enough that it doesn't go into the kill saw slot.
Okay.
That's fair, yeah. It worked for Deep 6. Should be fine for us, right?
And we could be Deep 7.
It's one more than Deep 6. It's bigger.
That is true. All right.
I mean, it could work. Might not, but it could work.
We should just put all of the extra 250 pounds into the weapon.
330-pound long bar.
Yeah, that could work. That could be like good 12, 16 feet long. That should be fine.
Yeah.
And we can
helps
make that
with our
out of,
reach.
we can make that out of AR 800, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no problem.
Okay.
Yep.
Number go up. It means it's better.
I love it. Okay, I would say at this point, my least favorite idea is Ian's. I think honestly, that's not going to work. So
Yeah, the
You
V8
just don't see genius.
it clashes with all the other ideas. It's not going to fit in the football helmet. It's not going to fit with the elevated drive. So I think that's probably the one we got to axe first.
No, I'm just gonna.
Oh man.
he just sent us something on Discord that I can't say on this meeting, but he quit.
Oh man. Well, we're sad to see Ian go, but
We barely
okay.
knew ye, but we'll miss you, buddy.
Yeah, you did
Sorry
nothing, Ian. We'll miss you.
Yeah.
Now, I did see Brian sent us something. He would like to make. He couldn't make the meeting because he's still in the WPI build station, whatever it's called. But he just Discorded us, and he would like to split the robot into a multi-bot and call it like and subscribe. He wants to make sure that people like and subscribe.
Okay. Yeah, that
That
could
makes
work.
sense to me.
Yeah. And if we don't do it, he's going to throw a tantrum.
Don't want that.
Wouldn't want that.
Nope.
Yeah, we don't want to have any malice from Brian.
Yeah. Switchback.